Hi, Tony Baratta here. You know, COVID-19 is obviously affecting the entire world. And there was something that I read in this past Sunday's, September the 13th, Philadelphia Inquirer currents section that made me realize that what COVID-19 victims are going through is very similar to what my brain injury clients go through. And in one word, it's loneliness. I wanted to read to you some words of a COVID-19 victim that really struck home to me. I have been sick with COVID-19 for over 180 days. Almost nobody believed me, so I stopped even believing myself. When you tell the same story over and over and nobody hears you, you start to wonder whether the world has gone deaf or if you've just ceased to exist. That really struck home to me as being something that I think brain injury victims feel. You know, brain injury survivors, it's a very lonely disease, very lonely injury. It's an invisible injury. You can't see a headache. You can't see memory loss. You can't see fogginess or ringing in the ears. You can't see the injury on an X-ray or a CT scan or an MRI. And, you know, compounding the problem is that a person with a head injury, with a brain injury, doesn't want anyone to know that they're hurting because they're afraid of how that other person might change how they feel about the brain injured person or how they might act differently toward you. Yet at the same time, the brain injured person really wants people to know that what they're going through is real and that they're not faking it. Making it worse, if your brain injury was caused by someone else's carelessness, now you have to confront the inherent bias that someone may perceive you are making up your injury because you have a financial incentive. You know, a lawyer who represents a brain injury survivor has to deal with all of these emotions and has to understand how to make what is the invisible injury visible to everyone else. My name is Tony Baratta, and I hope this has been helpful.